Oh wait.
I haven't tried it personally. But
so you're saying that you put like Hennessy and Viagra in a drink?
Yeah, people do that. I've heard, especially them Americans. Them please niggas.
You see the
them please niggas.
Put Hennessy and honey, like
honey and Hennessy.
If you think about
the
it,
actual honey or the honey that you're
the honey
that
they're talking
about. Oh, okay.
Not honey, like.
Sorry, go on.
But like, yeah, they put it in. Apparently it's a good time. Like I'm hearing, not a good time, but like some guys do it.
Basically, my brethren done it, innit? Right. And he said like he was like standing for a while.
Yeah,
basically.
Why are we even explaining this?
I don't know why.
Yo, we're back like whip crack in the blue. It's your boy Ishmatic here with the guys. There we got a new 90. Face. Episode 90.
Almost a milestone, isn't it? 100 around the corner.
But today we got a new face. Mentioned her last episode, or 2 episodes ago actually.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
I'm gonna have to look.
We're here with the lovely Khadejia.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Oh, come on,
this
man.
is my first ever podcast I've done, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're lit.
Welcome to the blueprint.
If you don't know,
we didn't go on.
Yeah, if you don't know, we met Khadejia on holiday and instantly just good vibes. Literally.
Bro, there was a couple people not good vibes on holiday, isn't it? It's good we met some good vibes people on holiday. Facts. But yeah, no, we what you saying, like Ibiza Rocks, that was like where we bucked up. So like normally tell us like about your shows. When do you normally perform? When did you start performing, start DJing? Let's get some facts.
So when it comes to Ibiza Rocks, I'm looking at the camera, looking at you guys.
You can look either.
Anywhere you want.
So Ibiza Rocks, I actually started DJing there, not last year, the year before. During like lockdown. I think it was coming out of lockdown, but the year before that, I think it was 2019 or 2020, one of them years. I emailed them and I was like, I want a DJ here, yada yada yada, and it was like, we're gonna get back to you. And obviously, a lot of brands say that when you want to work with them, I will get back to you. And I just thought, like, bullshit, whatever. Yeah. But then they actually did. Like a year later, they got back to me, and this was like during the end of lockdown. And then they flew me out there, and I DJ'd there for like 5 days straight, like every day. But because it was at the end of lockdown, there wasn't the regular show wasn't how it
was. Anyone there?
Yeah. There wasn't a lot of people. Put it that way. So I was like kind of getting to know the team and stuff like that. And then last year they brought me back 4 times as a guest DJ, which they never really do. If you're a DJ, you usually DJ there once, like, as a guest DJ. But I DJ'd there 4 times, which is like, oh shit, this is sick. And then when I was in Iraq airport. I remember it was in December, and I was waiting for my flight home.
Hold on, Iraq? You was in that?
Yeah, I was gonna stop you there.
Yeah, wait, what?
Iraq, Babylon. That's crazy. I didn't even know you was in Iraq.
Beautiful country, by the way. I was in Iraq. I remember I was in Iraq airport waiting for my flight back. Well, I was going to Turkey. It was Turkey and then back to London. Yeah. But because I was coming back from Syria, and then I had to go to Iraq to go back home.
Long story short,
I was filming out there.
Is there war? Is there war going on?
No. But I got an email on my phone, and there was like, "Hi Khadejia, long story short, we want to make you a resident DJ next year." And I was like, "Oh my god!" So that means like I'm gonna be there.
Explain what a resident DJ is.
So you're there, like it's like a weekly thing. You're like one of the main DJs there.
Okay. So you're officially on the lineup.
Yes. So yeah, I DJ'd there. I started in April. I think April the 29th was the first date I did, and then my last date is this week.
This week.
September. So I've done the whole summer basically of Ibiza back and forth every Saturday at Ibiza Rocks, Applebaum.
Does it
it makes sense though.
Yes. It gets tiring in the sense of the travelling, of like the things that I have to do to like make it work for myself and make it make sense for myself. It gets tiring, but I'm used to it. So
no, that's working. I mean,
it makes sense still, because even when we was out there, your set was the baddest set still.
Oh, thanks.
Like that's non-biased as well. Like me, if your shirt was ass, I would say it still. If your set was ass, I would say the next guy, his set was ass.
Let's not.
Come
do
on.
that.
That's our bedroom. That's our bedroom. You can't do that.
Sorry.
I actually wasn't there. I was getting tacos. That's like what I do. After
was
I was like, I used to get tacos.
I told you I would say.
What are you man saying about that night? That was like
Let
apple
me
bum.
be honest. Don't remember.
What you say? What did you say when I asked
Oh yeah, you were just going with Ciroc bowls.
I don't
You were
remember.
there like in your own
Yeah.
little
I don't even know where they come from. I'll be honest. Like,
Tell a lie. I remember the brothers that had the table next to us. He just came over to me and said, "Yo, we'll go ahead and hold that." And the next brother came, yeah, had that one as well. I was like, cool. I don't even drink syrup.
No, we don't. I think like that was like
I don't think I saw them
when you
bottles
first saw who did you first
I
spot?
approached you. No, you like we locked eyes, and then you kind of said something. No. Does that
Not like that. Come on,
not
man.
like that. And then you briefly like tried to say something.
No one knows he's there though.
The guy from Dan.
The guy, yeah,
Guy from
yeah.
Dan.
You locked eyes, bro.
You briefly tried to say something. Like you've said something, but obviously I couldn't hear you because I was sitting down on like the seating area, like on the stage. And then I went up to you and you was like, "Oh, you're sick, you're set." And then you mentioned about my like videos on YouTube and stuff. And then I was like, "Oh," and then that's how we got talking. And then he was like,
Nah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
on
and there was
the
another one
podcast.
as well.
No,
Local. Local's not here today.
Awesome.
Big up Local.
Shout him
We
out.
miss you.
And now you're here.
That-
Yeah.
It's crazy how life is.
yeah.
But calm, my beef is done.
I know.
Get me, our beef is done. I feel like we have to leave our beef for soon. You know, like in the past, probably today.
Yeah, probably today.
You actually got a documentary type. What would you call a documentary or more
Yeah,
so like
so-
a show?
Yeah, so I have 2 shows at the minute. I have Road Trip, and I have Fearless. So Fearless is my first ever like baby that I had, where I go out to like different countries and like explore. Like if you go on my YouTube, you'll see that I've been to like majority of the countries in Asia, and like traveled around.
Have you?
But I've been to like Thailand.
Be Malaysia.
Yeah.
I'm from Malaysia.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm cool.
No
Malaysia
way.
still.
You can answer. Have you been Jamaica? You been Jamaica?
Not yet.
What?
I know it's bad, innit? I'm wrong on my necklace.
That's crazy.
What?
And I've never been. No, but I have to, for me to go like when I'm traveling, it's a lot of like preparation. I don't just go to travel just for the sake of traveling. Like I usually do it as like a work opportunity in business, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't just go out there just to go out there for a holiday. I just think
Malaysia. I heard Malaysia is proper. Is it?
beautiful country.
It's nice. It is a nice country.
Is it like? Is it like hot or is it
you
more
from
kind of
Kuala
like
Lumpur?
humid?
Not cool. My family live in Kuala Lumpur. No, my family are from Kuala Lumpur, but my grandma has a house in Penang.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, no, Malaysia's lit. I'm back out there in 2 years still.
I swear.
Literally. Granny's.
Might be with you. It isn't too far from South Africa, is it?
Yeah. Nah,
Oh, you're taking the
it's
piss.
Alex.
Right, okay.
Talking about Alex. Good old Alex.
Buddy.
But
You know that.
yeah, no, it's nice there. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? You have different experiences. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've had Malaysians, yeah, they're so cool. In Malaysia, you'll have like native Chinese, native Malays, and then native like Desi people. So that if you don't, that's like South Asian. Do you get it? So, but they don't like each other.
It's like a beef thing.
Yeah, they don't like each
But
other.
they have that like in like Nigeria, isn't it? When they got the tribe.
Yeah, so it's like, but they don't like each other and they don't like you. So it's a bit.
It's a bit.
But you know, but tell a lie though, some people you'll meet, they're really nice still. Like the native Malays are often really nice. A Muslim country as well. Like they're big on like fiqh, like scholarly works and all of that. Literally, they're a superpower in the Islamic world.
You said you went Thailand, isn't it? Is it true? I know this is wild, but is it true there's a lot of she
Listen,
Lady
I
boys.
don't
I
be
heard-
looking out for stuff like
No, I
that.
know you're not
I'm
looking
in my
out,
own world.
but, like-
But no, I don't know because I didn't see
I heard,
anything.
but like I heard like that, like it's like that's like where they're housed. Like that's like the home.
Yeah,
The
I
hub.
hear that too.
It's the hub.
But I don't. But I don't see. I didn't see it when I was out there.
But I know in general it's
Yeah,
crazy out there. Like a lot of people get married out there and stuff. Like
Yeah,
that.
I've heard stuff like that, but I've never seen it.
Okay.
You
Sounds
got
really
to be careful. You see me, yeah. You see if I see like it's not always the case, but you see if I
careful, you
see
say first.
you see if I see tall, big breasts, like
What does that mean?
big shoulders.
You should be the
I don't know.
basketballer.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
What are you saying if that?
I'm not saying they all are. I'm not saying they all are.
No, and then afterwards the man them's like, oh, you know, bro around there was like, that's
no,
bad.
tempted. Should have been a murder. No.
Swift. See, I told you to be careful.
What are you saying if like man comes to you the next day like, you know, I think you've been dealing with
Have I done anything with her?
Yeah.
Him or
Or like
have I done anything with them?
No.
I mean, he's
gone all the way. All the way.
I'm too late. I'm
Yeah,
really
but
far.
wouldn't you know?
Already gone.
No. I think he's talking about post-op.
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 Yeah.
So
what would you?
Yeah,
what,
Man's already done it.
Yeah.
Like, man's.
but what are you gonna do?
What can I do?
he's gonna.
After?
What are you gonna do? Get up and go?
Probably smoke my life away.
But nah, that's crazy though. But yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
Anyway.
Two girls ain't it. No,
forget
I
it.
love two girls. I love two women.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
So back to your documentary / shows, mostly based in America, Chicago.
I would say that's road trip. That's
Road
completely-
trip.
Yeah, so Fearless. So I have Fearless and Fearless Discovers. So Fearless Discovers is like it splits into two. So you got Backpacking on a Budget and Hidden World. So like the Hidden World is like when I went to Iraq and Syria.
Yeah.
It's kind of based in the title, the Hidden World. Like
Yeah.
you don't. It's not really shown. And then Backpacking on a Budget is literally in the title, seeing how much.
What's the budget?
I think the first season that I did Backpacking on a Budget, I think I gave myself like £100 in their currency. But then the second season I did, where did I go? I went to like Sri Lanka, Maldives, Singapore and Hong Kong. But then I did it like how much can I spend rather than
yeah.
Try and spend that limit.
yeah. And then the road trip is like when I go to like America and interview artists and stuff like that. So
Do you find that a lot of the time when you go to these countries, especially like the Middle East, like Iraq, Syria, do you find that it's a lot different than it's portrayed in the media?
Syria, Chicago is worse than Syria. Put it that way.
Damn.
You
What, like
reckon?
in terms of
Chicago, everything.
in terms of like the look or like just
Everything.
No, that crime rate,
Yeah,
everything.
but I'm pretty sure it's the highest crime
It's
rate in
safer
America,
in Syria than it is in Chicago.
Damn.
But do you know what it is? Mainstream media will have you believe though, like,
And you're never gonna go there.
yeah, do you
I
get
can't
it?
lie, I thought it was a war zone out there. I'm not even like I thought
No,
it
it's
was all
because
decent.
like I said, it's not your fault. Mainstream media will lead you
Oh,
to
but then
believe
you
that.
got modern warfare and that coming out.
Oh, come on.
That's part of the media.
No, it is.
And
It
you're
is
in
part
Iraq.
of the media. It's propaganda.
You're playing Resurgence in Iraq, so man's thinking that it's.
Yeah,
But
no.
like, so wait, hold on. So Chicago. The thing is, I've been in Chicago twice. I can't remember much of it. I stayed in the city, but I just remember like the city was mental. Like in terms of just like I've never seen anything. In terms of the size of it, the skyscrapers, like the way they live, the food. But like, you've kind of been to like the other part. I got told like about it, and like I knew it was dangerous because my family live said like we're not going over them sides. But what's
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. Every time I've been to Chicago, I'm only in the south. I've drove into like the city downtown. I've drove out. Like I haven't been there, so I've just seen what it's like. But I'm mainly in the south. But it's literally, how do I describe it? It's like no man's land. Like you don't see people walk in.
Is it?
It's no. Unless they're like on like drugs or like they're homeless, you don't see people walk in the streets in south of Chicago. I mean, maybe you might in other bit the main Inglewood.
Because I see Tay Savage saying like, "Oh, you can't just be coming around here like."
Yeah, you
everything's
can't. If
calm,
people
like-
don't know who you are, like, well, that was when you go to different hoods. Obviously, you can't just turn up.
no,
That's
true.
wild. But
But as a girl, do you still find like you kind
yeah,
of,
you still got to be no, I'm never intimidated, but you've got to be like, I'm very like, you learn quick
yeah,
of how to be
adaptive.
Yeah. Not even street. You have to be extra. It's not nothing like London.
Yeah.
Like I've been to like me walking through Broadwater Farm or Peckham. Like that's not like I wouldn't go out my way to do it. But if I would feel very much normal going through there. But in Chicago, it's you have to be like there's certain protocols that you have to follow, and there's extra protocols that the man them like they know where I'm at all times. They're like I'm cool, but you've got to
So if you're like with certain people and they've got niggas who might not like them from there,
Yeah.
isn't that instant risk? 'Cause like they could at any
Yeah.
point buck in with them, but you're kind of
But I suppose it's like the ends where you'll still have man in the ends that you'll never catch them. You'll never catch certain man walking on the high street, bro. They're in their cars and tinted. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Tinted.
facts. I mean, it's good. So that you can't even get like a cheeseburger too tough. Like if you're hungry, you can order that.
Like if I'm
stuff.
okay, so when it comes like, so let's just say I'm not with the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like they will know where I'm at all times anyway. But I wouldn't go to the hood and go get food. Like I would go to a different.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the south, because I do stay in the south. That's where where that's my Airbnb is or whatever, or my hotel is in the south. But like I wouldn't go out my way to be like, oh yeah, 59th Street, Paulina, I'm gonna go Sharks. That's a restaurant, like a Morley's, not a restaurant, but like a Morley's. I'm not going to go out my way to. It's like gas stations. Like I'll go downtown to get my petrol. I wouldn't go.
I thought he was gonna call it gas. I was about to get on to you.
But yeah, there's just certain things I wouldn't do. However, if I'm with them, not literally with them, but if I'm like bucking them and I'm like on the block with them and I go to get food, I will go like in the hood. Like that's no problem. But
I wanted to ask a couple questions, but the first I wanted to say, so what? You see, like when you're there, I see videos of them pray. Like, do they pray this? Like, they proper pray their salah. And, like everybody's on
they're
it.
not.
Like,
They're not.
serious.
Like, they're real. I mean, the people that I know who are Muslims that are out there, they take it seriously. I know that some guys probably don't, but the guys that I know do.
Have you seen that?
No munafiq,
shootouts
man.
out
Big up
there?
the brothers.
Have you seen shootouts? Have
No.
you ain't seen no shootouts?
What's the worst thing? Oh, okay.
What's
Did
the
I
worst
tell the
thing?
story?
Can you tell us?
Yeah, I think it's fine because you don't know who they are. So when I was in Chicago, one of the times I've been in Chicago, this is what I mean. You learn quickly. You learn quickly in Chicago. I was in the car. I didn't know what was going on. We was going from one house to another. Yeah, we was in the car. I was on the passenger side. You got the driver, and then one guy behind the driver, and one of the girls behind me. And we came to a stop sign, yeah. Oof. So we came to a stop sign, other stop sign, like obviously in front, across the opposite side of the road. There was two cars, like at the stop sign, and there was one car which we was in at the stop sign. So we just stayed there. And in my head, I'm just thinking, aren't you guys meant to drive? But they didn't. They just stayed there. And then this car came. It was a white car. I remember it so vividly. They wind down the window. They had their little prop thing ready to, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, literally ready under the windowsill. The white car came and it just drove past, but I think they was expecting the white car to like shoot up our car. But when it drove past, I was like, oh my God, I've just escaped death. Because if that car was to have something, I would have died.
Yeah.
Like,
You think? Oh, you think?
yeah, because I was in the passenger.
Yeah.
The window was down. They was ready to start doing a mad thing, and I was in the passenger. So I was like, fuck. I was literally like, shit.
That's
Then
the seat back, you know, the
No, but you know, it is, when you start moving like that, though,
all the way
you
back.
see when you start moving like that, that's what will make man slap at you. Like, you, man's at the stop sign.
I'm saying when a
just
nigga.
slapping
Bro,
at
what do you mean? What? So what? I'm gonna poke my head out and look.
No.
Oh, let me have a quick.
No, but you see all of
No,
that,
but I ain't
all of
moving
that
until
booty
Dave
stuff.
moved.
You
I ain't
see,
moving until Dave.
no, but you
moved,
see
though.
the seat back is like, bro, why are you putting your seat back?
No,
That's
but I ain't
spooky.
moving until Dave moved. I'm saying.
Do you get it? That's
I'm not saying that
we
man's gonna
reaching
see a
down there
white
for-
car. I'm not saying I'm gonna see a white car and then suddenly put my seat back. I'm saying if the niggas put down the window, I'm going like out the window. You think
I'll be real,
we're supposed
man,
to
driving,
stay?
Go, nah.
But then
To stay.
they still stayed at the stop sign. There was another car because there was two cars, remember? So when the next car came, I literally
Yeah, you duck.
Yeah.
Duck.
I ducked. I was like, what the fuck?
You figure too?
No, you gotta be
playing too
ready.
much Call
Nah,
of Duty.
it's not Call of Duty, bro. You
GTA,
see when
that's what I'm saying.
you see when you move shaky, you
Not moving shaky, but I'm saying from when man's, because first you're gonna start, your instinct's gonna start saying, all right, Dave obviously got more of an idea what's going on here than man, because I'm not from here.
Yeah.
I don't know who this person in the white car is. I don't know what the beef is. I don't know if it's beef. Cool. If a man's wiring down the window, that's indicated now that something might start cracking. Then the car's driving up. If the car's stop, come to a halt, and I'm in the passenger, and you're looking over, and a man's said, he's decided to start spraying. I'm not gonna just stay there. Sit there. Like, this is my.
But do you know what it is? If you make the first,
No, but it happened in so
Yeah.
slow motion.
yeah,
I was like, when the white car, I literally thought, oh my God, I've just escaped death. Like, literally, I thought something was
Yeah.
ready. Like, my heart through my chest. And this was like one of the first times I was in Chicago.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't have a clue. Now I'm a bit more, like,
Yeah.
you know, like I said, you learn quickly. But yeah, that was one. Oh, another time. I can say this actually. I was at a video shoot. Feds turned up. Obviously, they all have the little props in the. It was like an Airbnb that they rented out. They had
Yeah.
to chuck all the props out the window. On the others, so obviously you've got like one entrance.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah,
feds
yeah, yeah.
Would have came up, but they didn't because they didn't have a warrant. But the other side of the building, they had to chuck all the props out. I have footage of it as well.
Oh, what, they just
yeah.
threatened them out the
I don't know.
window?
Yeah, it was mad.
Let-
Oh, and that same day, the same group of people that I was with, we went to another location. Obviously, they didn't have nothing on them because the man that was throwing the props out the window, that was like, they kind of split in half.
Yeah.
So, like, the guys that needed to finish the shoot, the rapper and whatever, the videographer and like a couple of the other guys, they didn't have nothing on them because they all had the, you know,
yeah,
props thrown out the window. So we went to this next location. It was actually their block, but we was like here. Then we went back into our cars, and you get told not to sit in your car in Chicago for like obvious reasons.
yeah.
We went to go sit back in our car for whatever reason, and then there was like 4 people. Obviously, we're here. There was like 4 people. They didn't see us, put it that way. We saw
Yeah.
them. There was like 4 or 5 people like walking across their block, like waving their like. I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
props, whatever, in their hands. Basically, they were their ops on their block, but they didn't have nothing on them.
Yeah.
Because them man were thrown out the window.
Yeah.
So long story short, they came back and then they started looking for them. And then we found, obviously I was following them because I didn't know what was going on. And they saw them, and then, but the feds were there. But if the feds weren't there, I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
It's a
Mental.
live war zone out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're literally in a war zone 24/7.
But that was the
But-
maddest thing I think of.
I want to go back to what you were saying. Yeah, my point was, it's like when you're in the end. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like when you're in the end. You might see someone, you know, he's a super savage.
Yeah.
Normally you can just walk past him.
Yeah.
But you see when you start doing this, like
Moving mad, yeah.
walking, but like you're gonna put him on high alert. That's what I was trying to get at.
I know you weren't hearing what I was saying. I'm not saying I'm gonna be shaky from when I'm gonna start moving.
Once it's already
from
frying.
when it's frying. Because if shit's starting to fry, man's not gonna be the first point of contact. Like, man's not gonna be the first, because then niggas are gonna start doing the drag you in front and
Yeah.
shoot from behind you.
You're the expendable as well.
You know, you drag them in front and start shooting that. Like, man's not gonna be that nigga. But it's crazy because would you say, like, obviously here there's a whole mentality. Obviously it's nowhere near the violence out there, I would say, over here.
You can't compare.
But obviously, shooting a man and stabbing a man is completely
Yeah,
different.
it is.
I think we've kind of like. Do you not kind of find it mad? Like, even though it's not madder here, do you not think people are more like kind of like not in the right mind here?
Yeah,
than over there.
No, in London, you can't compare the two. Chicago, they are ready to do anything at any given point. Here, it's a bit different. Very, very different. Like,
I wouldn't say
I
that.
wouldn't say that, you know.
what do you mean? In what sense?
It's
I
not
think
different.
people
Like
more on,
people
like,
are.
you have to understand that stabbing a man is like that's a close contact.
No. I'm talking about there's that point. But if you just say you see an op at 12 o'clock, you're not going to go stab him, and then you see an op at 3 o'clock. You're not going to go stab him and ready to kill them, and then you see an op at 6 o'clock, and you're not going to kill mentality to kill three people in one day. That man will happily shoot
it
people.
depends. It depends. Like seriously, like you got people. Do you know what it is? I feel like it's more like what you're saying. Like if it's all in the south side, it's more concentrated there.
Yeah,
Where it's
yeah,
like,
for sure.
You like even though it's a bigger city, you're more likely to buck people in that small area. Whereas London's a bit bigger, so the thing is you're not gonna see 3-4 man in that space of time.
Yeah.
But there's man, that they will like, and it's very common. Like, do you know what it is? There's some people, and you got to remember, like, they're suffering from serious PTSD and anxiety. Like, man's PTSD won't allow them to walk past. Do you get it? Because it's like, raw. He's gonna either make a phone call or he's gonna crack it on me. Like, I've got to get him now. Do you get it? So, I feel like it's the same everywhere. Don't get twisted. I know that it's definitely more frying in Chicago, but yeah,
That thing.
everywhere is the same. Like
Yeah, of course.
every ghetto is actually the same.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But talking about the savages, yeah. I wanted to ask the man a question because me and my brethren was having a discussion, yeah. And basically, what I was asking is, cool. Imagine there's a man, yeah. Who'd you rather beef? There's a man who's got 3 bootings, yeah, but all of his bootings are bodies. Like 3 bootings, but all of his bootings are bodies. And then the other man has got 10 bootings, no bodies, but you just know he rinses off his thing. Who would you rather? You'd rather beef the three
You know
bootings?
why? The avenue's active. Like man knows that. Like he ain't even giving man time to think about what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, he's
outside,
living in
like,
Chicago,
yeah.
but he lives in London.
He's outside. 3 is probably a bit more constructive. He might be thinking, "Alright, I'm gonna wait till he's here. I know he's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Man's gonna plan where he's gonna dump the body. He's planning it out right
Even
on
with
his
10,
board.
you know,
Yeah.
he's
He's just-
as soon as he
he's
sees
like-
walking
anywhere,
outside,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
outside.
Planning this nigga tonight.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm emptying it. Like,
10's actually just a savage.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
10
Straight, he's
10.
actually a savage.
That means that you're outside. Like, you know what I mean? But it's hard to say.
Yeah,
from
no.
our-
But
our
10 is
perspective.
anywhere. 10 is Mr. Anywhere. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter
your
how.
mum,
It doesn't
with
matter.
anything.
Yeah, like
At the
imagine you're
supermarket.
man was walking on my missus. Did you get it? 3 is like raw. You see my man. Alright, cool.
Were you
Wait
saying
there.
for like
Wait there.
respect to females over there? Is it like so? Like you know how over here, I can't lie that it's hard for me to speak on the streets of like when you're not in it, but like I feel like there is a bit more respect for violence and women with men over here. Like they can kind of differentiate it. Like okay, I'm with a girl, I'm not gonna go and get him now. Is it crazy over there? Are they saying fuck you? And you better
yeah, they
duck.
don't-
You better
yeah.
duck.
No, that's an app that. That's an app that.
Wait, so what's your question? Like, do they care? Do they respect women?
So like, are they more gonna be like, I'm with a lady, so I'm not even gonna
Oh,
be
no,
active right now? Like, is it
no.
like a thing where I'm
No,
gonna
the girls
go?
riding with them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, facts.
Come on, man.
Yeah, the
KI.
girls
That's
riding.
facts.
KI.
Or like there's
I mean,
no,
over here, you
there's
see girls not
there's
riding.
like when I
You gotta
told
show me
you,
a girl's riding over here.
Chicago,
please.
they don't give a fuck. Like I can't. They don't care. Like obviously
Yeah, no.
they've got heart. Like what I mean, but like when it comes to ready
It's a life
to
or death, right?
do
Yeah,
something.
no, it is. It's a life or death. I
Crunch
hear
time.
it still.
It's crunch time.
There's no way. Like I said, that's what I mean. It's so different. You cannot compare the two.
Listen, we'd love to. I'll be honest. I'd love to go back to Chicago.
I wouldn't.
I'd love to see the city again.
I hate the
And-
trenches.
Nah, not necessarily the trenches, but like I mean, just in America in general. You've been a couple places. You've been Miami. You've been New York. You've been. Have you been to Detroit? Been Atlanta.
No, not yet. Yes, I've been.
You've been Atlanta. Apparently, Atlanta is lit. Like,
Hold on, how did you get in there with them, man?
Yeah.
Once you know one, you know all of them. Once you know one group of people, they all know my face when I go there now. But that's
man
literally.
was trying to do the O-block thing. Man, them came out. Yo,
yeah, I see that. Yeah, no, is that what happened? Like, you just went there. Like, you just went there. Like,
So the first time I went there, I was with PGF lot, love them to bits. They're like my little brothers. And then that's when I went to O Block the first time I went there. But once you know, like I said, once you know one, they all know who you are. So
Yeah.
that's how I was able to go. Like Lamron, they're like people that's like family now. Where else have I been to? DCG, they're in West Side Chicago.
yeah.
That's like a whole nother ball game. But like I said, once you know one, you know all of them. But they're all very nice people.
Nice people. Yeah, no. It goes like that.
Yeah, no, it's serious though.
I got-
no, quickly,
oh,
quickly,
go on.
one more.
The man are fascinated with this.
It's fascinating.
Like, it is, but it is
We're
fascinating.
from
though.
little those like London, like
Yeah, no, it is
nothing
fascinating
this ain't
still.
cracking. Like, what's O Block like?
Very much normal.
So like, is it like a
Yeah, people
Okay.
just it's like tourist attraction now. People just, but it's obviously not.
Yeah.
But yeah, like once you go, well, you've got it's guarded, so you have to. Live
Oh, is
there
it?
To be, yeah, you can't just go
By who?
there. God, like they have security.
Oh, they've actually got like proper security.
Yeah. So there's a police car on the road, always a Fed car on the road, of Parkway Gardens. So you got Parkway Gardens is here, and you got obviously the road. You got a Fed car here, and then to get into Parkway Gardens, you got to either show your ID or like you got to live there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
proper.
But like they're all quite cool.
So what? would you live there? Out? No, not even there. Out of everywhere you've been, yeah, where would you live?
I would like to live in Chicago for sure, but it like for what I do, it just doesn't make sense. Like, I'll be putting myself in danger for no reason.
Yeah, you like
the
can't live your
idea
life.
of living in Chicago. No, like I've got people that I know that like I would say friends, like my peoples. That
Yeah.
I would love to live in Chicago, but it just wouldn't make any logical sense for me to live there.
Yeah.
But LA for sure, and Atlanta because it's near Chicago. It's like around the corner from Chicago,
Yeah.
flight wise, and there's a lot of like black people there. So yeah, I feel
Always a
like
good sign, isn't it?
yeah, like I just feel like this is like home.
Rarely.
Kind of thing.
What?
What was
No, me.
What was you gonna say?
No, I was watching.
What's
What's going on in the House of Commons?
Oh, sorry, because you was gonna actually say something.
No, what was you gonna say?
Like,
Like-
where would?
Oh yeah,
you
no,
live?
me,
Like,
no, me personally, I wouldn't even live in America. I feel like it's just too corrupt for me.
Crazy, I wouldn't.
Like it's
Stay
corrupt,
in the
like,
end.
even in terms of like government and that, like
It is.
like from the
Last
core
one.
to the like even this foundations how it was built,
It's
like
actually messed up still.
that it was built as the new world. If you know anything about like the esoteric world, like secret societies and that, like it was built.
Freemasonry.
Yeah, it was built under
I'll live in
Freemasonry.
Amsterdam
Like
in a minute. Like I'm telling you, I'll get like an apartment out there.
I'm moving to Ibiza.
I would
I
never
think I'll go
live
crazy
there.
out there still. Like Amsterdam's like peak. Like when I say that, it's like we went.
Amsterdam's a nice place, man.
Like
So peaceful.
like the streets quiet.
Everyone's just calm, man.
Everyone's calm. You're walking around like there's this shop's here, but it's almost like a movie. Might be because you're super high, but then at the same time, like you can pop into this shop. Then when it's night time, it's still quiet, but it's like there's like an atmosphere, like lights. You know what I mean? It's just not London where everyone's running around,
Red lights.
running around and flipping angry. I feel like everyone's angry in London.
Yeah, no, everyone's angry.
You know,
Everyone's
it's
got an agenda against
London's so
someone.
fast paced, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everywhere else is not everywhere else, but
Or I would live like, you know, like on the map, like that, just that gap, but it's just nothing. Like
Yeah.
flipping like St. Albans type
Yeah.
wedding, just there.
I would live somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's just
Like
like I need
calm,
to be,
like-
like I can't keep. Yeah, I want to go outside and just that in
Fresh
the
air.
curb, and you have like a cup of tea, and you just
Yeah.
go outside. Just hear nothing. That hear the birds. And you've got Linda next door chatting rubbish. You right? You right? I'm not too bad.
Sure, you live around there.
The feds will be on your yard. Though, man.
Nah, what? Properly.
Yeah, that's good.
Now I was watching Kais and that streaming with who's he streaming with again? Offset. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
You
then-
was watching it.
Hold on. No, but obviously them man asked a question, innit?
Yeah.
Like, do you brush your teeth before or after breakfast?
Before you brush your teeth first thing in the morning.
I'll be honest. There's a difference. Like what's the word?
Differentiates.
Differentiates. Yeah.
Or
Depending on
alternates,
what-
yeah.
Yeah. So alternates on like
How you feel?
if like literally, because it's like the same way if you're going to bed. It'll differentiate.
How?
If you bust in at 5
Yeah, I'll be real.
a.m.
If man's coming
fucked.
home 6 a.m.
Yeah, you're not gonna
Last
go
week, man,
straight to the
thinking
toilet, half on the sink, half dead. Like, but then in the morning, I think it's better before. If you don't want to walk downstairs and be
Sorry,
greeting
sometimes
Morning,
man
bro.
them are brushing their teeth.
No, I always do before
today.
still.
once a day.
Yeah. 'Cause if
No,
you're
it's
not-
No,
twice
when
a
you-
day,
when you
all the
put it like
time.
that.
No, but I'm saying, wait, so
When you're coming in at
you
5
don't-
a.m.
Hold on, you don't get drunk though.
Yeah.
Man them who have them nights where they, because I'm not
Them
even
nights
gonna
are
cap
mad
now.
still.
There's some nights, man them, I don't know if you man can vouch, but there's some nights you're busting in
birthday.
at crazy. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
busting in at crazy times.
There's times man's getting home.
Yeah.
Man's not even taking off clothes, bro. Man's on
The
the,
bed is the first
shoes.
place you're
Like,
going.
no man's feet are hanging off the bed like that. And I'm out.
To get back to your bed is a
It's
mission.
a
Yeah,
mission.
bro.
To
that's-
get up the stairs to my bed was a
It's
mission
either the
alone.
bathroom or the bed. So if man's going to bathroom to brush my
Yeah.
teeth, that's where I'm staying for the night. I feel this like, or it's your bed. But obviously,
Yeah, no, I don't
But
get
when I wake up, first thing is,
yeah, first thing.
cause you know that feeling. It's just I don't even
Breath
like
stinks.
talking. That's
Yeah.
What do you
actually
mean? Your breath
dirty
stinks.
morning.
Go
bro.
and sort it
out
out.
here talking.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
When you
still-
deep, there's people out there that vape before they brush their
That's-
teeth.
Yeah, no, that's a crack thing, man.
Have you ever smoked before you brush?
To be. Rate me, man. I don't even smoke. I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's crazy.
Man, them are
I
laughing.
think about that. Though. You build the whole thing before you.
man.
Oh, there's man that no, it's man that
There's some serious wake and bake.
Yeah,
out there, so.
no.
You think?
In Bifa,
You do that, then you brush your teeth.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, bro.
No. In Bifa, guys was drinking on arrival.
Drinking on arrival.
He was drinking on arrival.
Arrival.
Oh,
He was
no,
drinking on rice.
no, not in the morning.
No one was drinking on rice, still.
Sure.
Drinking on rice.
I don't think I drank past 11.
Yeah, there was smart whip on rice. There was smart whip on bed.
Nah, there's. Come on, there was. Nah, come on. You had smashed glass. No, you had smashed glass in your room, bro.
Hold on. You was vomiting off a man's balcony.
The smashed glass is mental.
Hold on, you said we'll leave beef for like 20 minutes ago.
No, you can't. Vomiting. What's worse? Vomiting off someone's balcony or having smashed glass on the floor?
No, come on. Why'd you go?
And you're on like the 4th floor.
Oh, as in someone being sick on my floor or someone me being
In
sick
your
on-
room, being sick of yours.
Do you brush your teeth after you vomited? To be real.
Yeah, of course. You see me? I can't, bro. I can't go to bed and not brush my teeth. I can't go to bed and not brush my teeth. That's mental.
I hear. Stuff like
When you go on one of them holidays, the rules, the typical rule book.
yeah, like you can't stick, bro. You're walking in masher. You know what I mean? You're masher.
You know, by the time you get into bed, the Ibiza Rocks music's playing.
Oh yeah, that's.
You got the house.
They starting.
That Georgia
Good time.
Smith. the
Da da
AJ
da
Tracy
da
on.
da da
7
da
a.m.
da 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 da.
I wanted to jump off that balcony a couple of times.
Yeah, no,
bro.
seriously, like you see the music. I tried to pray, bro. Like like I've put out the thingy, and I've come out the shower. Music's beating. I'm saying, nah, this place is not for me. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. This is corruption. Feels like hell here.
Yeah, no, you're moving bad. It weren't that bad. I got a question for you, don't know. So, Mario, we'll start off. What music do you listen to? What song music do you listen to?
I'm in like a hip hop. I would say like more American drill. I don't really listen to UK drill anymore.
There is.
Anymore. So when you
yeah.
was listening to it, like what artist was?
So I would
was
be
popular?
banging out like Do Rhodes,
Oh, that's
Frosty.
fairly recent though.
Yeah, this is like 2 years ago. I'm talking.
Yeah,
Obviously I listen to like Nines now, but that's like I would have classed that as like rap hip hop.
yeah.
But yeah, drill. Who else would I listen to?
No, that's my favorite UK artist still.
Do you Oh, Nines.
Yeah.
And American Rants. Were you up to American Rants? You go with
I listen to a lot of like Nardo Wick, ESTG, Von, Dirk.
you know.
R.I.P. Von.
Oh, shit. Do you listen to Drake?
No.
Don't. Fair enough.
You listen to Youngboy. Oh yeah,
Nice.
Joe is. I don't.
The young boy
I don't
advocate.
listen.
Young
I
boy.
The
don't.
young boy advocate.
Yeah.
Basically his girlfriend right there. To be honest.
I don't listen to Youngboy.
Basically, still. But it's. Drake, yeah, is one hit away from reaching Michael Jackson. Well, from tying Michael Jackson as the male solo artist with the most one hits. Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought you was on about comparing.
Nah,
I was like,
hits.
Chris Brown's up there.
Hits that. He's
Really?
he's one more hit and he's gonna get a hit on his album, so
No, come on, that's impossible.
it's mad. Think about
Come on,
that.
Drake. No, there's Drake. No, Drake is up there. No, Drake. Drake is up there, but do you know what it is? It's like Drake is like here, like he's high, but Michael Jackson is like
Michael
Cloud
Jackson,
nine,
unheard
like
of.
he's-
You're not gonna hear another Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Like Chris
yeah.
Brown's, he's in the like Michael Jackson walks, so Chris
I
Brown
feel
could
like it's
run
like a
type of
Beyonce.
stuff. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
going to be another Beyonce, I don't think.
No, I think there will be. I think
Not
Beyonce's
anytime
another
soon.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, but Aaliyah didn't hit like the heights that she was meant to
She
hit.
I hear
would've,
it,
though.
but she,
But
She would have. That girl was
What?
cold still. Probably one of
I
my
feel
favorite.
like there will be, man. I feel like there will. I feel like Michael Jackson is just a whole. Like Michael Jackson could make a song and not sing on it, and out like he'll be like, like us.
Bob Marley level and that.
Yeah, like even past that,
Legendary-
like
legendary
I
status.
can't lie. I'll put Michael Jackson up here, and then I'll put like Bob Marley, Elvis Presley, and that like
man.
on that level. Do you get it? The Beatles? Do you get it?
Yeah.
All of them
'Cause
on
there's
that
some
level.
things you're not gonna
Then
hear of, like even if you watch like my man's concerts, man would even be out on the stage and people are nuts. Like people are
people are
Man
fainting
didn't
and
even
that.
come
Like,
on the stage yet. He probably ain't even in the stadium, but people just the adrenaline of about to see Michael Jackson. It had people mad. I'll be honest, Drake.
yeah,
Like,
like
he's cold. Don't get me wrong, the guy's
Man,
cold.
them was like literally just living like him.
Yeah.
Man, just dress up.
Man, then would dress like him.
Yeah.
Man, then would get the glove,
The one glove,
the one
the
glove,
white socks with the
white
trousers.
sock. Man, then, he probably started the white socks.
no, he did.
Stop the
That moonwalk, the moonwalk performance was mental. Like you see, watching that, you see every kid that watches Michael Jackson falls in love with like his like his aura pause. Do you get it? Like seriously, like Michael Jackson couldn't walk down like my high street. Somebody would die. Seriously, like people would die.
He was
Like, it's crazy.
Like I don't think there's going to be anyone in the music industry that will reach the level he has. I'll be honest. Congratulations to Drake though for even getting that many hits. That's mad.
That's really good.
What was his last number one?
I think it's that thing with Scissor. Yeah, with Slam You Out. I think it's a bit weak. But do you feel like? Well, you don't listen to Drake, but so what are you saying? That's shouldn't.
Well, you don't listen to
Don't
Drake
you?
at all.
No.
Even old Drake.
Even old Drake.
You
Yeah,
don't
no,
even
I-
spin a Drake tune and
Yeah, like
set.
Sticky is a good tune. I don't know if you've heard it like off his.
Yeah. One man was rocking
That's
it
a
hard.
No, I don't.
Even like old Drake.
Gets.
No.
I've been banging
Like
out.
Practice
I've
is a
been
good
banging some
song.
old Drakes.
Yeah.
since you used to-
Yeah, old
Why for that? Golden shot and them thing there.
That's a
Bun up.
Practice is a good song. I like that song.
I don't even know that. I don't listen to
You know
new
that song,
Drake.
I don't know. You know
He's
that
a-
tune? Yeah, it's a good song.
Like
But no.
Drake, like the motto, like young
Two birds,
money,
one stone.
yeah, like
Personally,
that,
Two
like
birds, one stone on camera.
Oh, like I listened to like Aston Martin.
yeah, like
Yeah.
all of that, like. Or
That's-
it may
that's a
not
good
mean
song.
nothing to y'all,
Okay, yeah.
but understand nothing was done for me. Like Drake is serious still.
The
can't-
one with Future and Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
A couple
Doesn't
of
even-
That good cushion.
No, that's a bit mainstream though.
like,
It's a banger though.
The banger. Motto's.
Motto's-
Who
Come on,
doesn't?
man.
You don't know. You've never.
yeah,
seen
no,
Motto, innit?
not knowing motto was crazy.
It's the
Uncultured
motto.
motherfucker.
I remember like when that came out.
Everybody
that was the
changed their
motto.
thing to YOLO. Everybody changed their BBM
YOLO
to
was
YOLO.
actually a thing.
Like, that was actually the motto. Like live and like.
Money, money, ain't shit like sugar. Hey, Lil Wayne goes
Even
off
when
with
Little
that.
Wayne that 2-step bro was doing by the car.
Yeah.
Legendary. I can't believe.
Come on, man.
Crazy. So
You must be living under a rock.
wrong.
He's joking.
Sake. Sake first. Any concerts? Been any concerts out there?
In America? No.
Not one concert in America.
No. I don't really go to concerts in the UK. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not leave my house unless I'm getting paid.
Even
to
in
leave.
America.
No, in America that's different. Like
Yeah.
I'll definitely leave my house in America. Like I'll go out and
Yeah.
like spend my money in America a bit. When it comes to like in London and stuff, the concerts and stuff, like I don't really unless I'm getting paid to go out.
Going out over there though, like so okay, you don't go out here, but you've been out here, so you kind of got an idea for what the night
I will
is like.
have like DJing, yeah.
So okay,
but like
so,
I
yeah,
actually
so
don't have.
You've seen the vibe in clubs,
Yeah, right.
compared to like over there, obviously again we're inexperienced.
Completely different.
Like
Is it?
just what though?
Completely different music. Like LA, there's like one club in LA called Dragonfly.
Right,
Sickest
that one
club
down.
ever, yeah. Dragonfly Hollywood. Sickest club ever. But it's like hip hop, trap, like a little bit of R&B. Like it's just a sick club.
That's why I got
and-
interject though.
Go on.
Like, I don't get twisted. America's lit and that, but I feel like because we're more diverse,
Yeah.
naturally, like the clubbing scene is gonna have more to it. Do you
I
get
think
it?
the clubbing scene in London is shit.
No, but because we don't go out all that much. Like we won't go.
You need to hit another city.
Like, no, do you
See
go
what's
out like
going on.
Libertine? Like, do you go up to like
Even them
Libs and
places
all of that?
apparently are
Like,
shit, bro. Like, because you have to understand, Libertine Tape, them places are not like all the central London clubs. You probably might even see yourself. It's to show off.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? It's not to go and have fun. You got people live over
No, but that's what
there
clubs are, though.
battling.
I think that's what
clubs
clubs
are
are
though.
nowadays.
No, but that's what clubs are.
but
Even in
you
America,
can-
America's
I know.
worse.
But you can like, okay, cool. But maybe in America, there's maybe more of a fun element to it. Like people, like I've seen other Americans turn up. You know, they turn up properly. You get man them in the club, literally. Like I'm probably one of the man them sometimes. Like you literally get it in the corner, straight face, not vibing, but you're in the club.
In this country, it's a competition thing.
Yeah.
Every time you go out, because you're gonna see my man. He's got a table.
And then
Yeah, they bring the bottles for you,
Remember
like,
how we said,
let's grab another
man most Englishmen, that the dancing scene, most people are afraid to go and start dancing because they don't want to be caught or whatever. I feel like in America, it's just a let loose kind of.
Yeah, like even in the fact, so I like to go, if I'm going out clubbing, I like to dress up and go out. Like in LA, there's like, I've been to a club called Poppies. These are like the high-end clubs that people go to.
What was that one called? Sorry?
Poppies.
The itinerary.
Itinerary by LA next.
But Poppies, when I went there, I was just seeing like, it looked like student-y vibes. Like people look like students and was in trainers. So in my head, I'm thinking, how did you get in this club?
Yeah.
Like you're not dressed up looking nice. That's what was in my head.
Listen.
So I left there and went Dragonfly because that's my place that I usually go to. But there's a place called Tao in New York.
Yeah.
Best club ever.
can
TAO. Best club ever. But that's like a high-end type shit club as well.
Is it?
But
Is it proper high end?
not high-end, but it's like
High-end.
a equivalent to like a tape or whatever.
Yeah,
But
okay.
it's banging. Like it's actually banging.
Boys start saying.
I can imagine. You see, New York though. New York is they're like us though. Like they're mad diverse in New York. Like loads of different cultures. Like you have Arab men, Asians, like Jamaicans, all like.
What I want to know is, what are the women like in them clubs?
And when I went that's in town,
That's
it was
amazing.
wild. But it depends. Like for example, when I was in Atlanta, I'll actually show you my phone. See, for an example, in Atlanta, when I've been to a club in Atlanta, the music I wasn't familiar with it because it's like hardcore Atlanta art. It's like you guys probably wouldn't know, but they are all popping off to it. But it's a vibe kind of thing. But they like it depends on how like hood and ghetto you're going. But when I was in Atlanta in this club, I had my Burberry bag on. I was wearing heels and I had like a little cute red dress on. And one girl came up to me. She was like, what did she say to me? She was like, girl, you look like money. And I was like,
In Atlanta.
because I literally had a Burberry bag on heels on. I was like, I look far from I'll show you what I look like. And I was like, no. She was like, oh, I hope you have a sugar daddy. I was mortified. I was like, absolutely not. And then she gave me a shot. But I'll show you what she was wearing compared to what I was wearing. But they all have like, they party in like gym sets and like fishnet shit. And like, it's very...
I can imagine. Yeah,
that's-
like...
But it bangs though.
yeah.
It's hard. It is.
Yeah,
It's
like
ass. This is an Atlanta.
Yeah, see.
I know.
Yeah, this is like one of like the hood kind of clubs.
How does it
But they're
work?
still sick.
Do you pay to get into these places, or do you have to like?
No,
pay
so
to-
I've never paid to get into a club.
Not okay for like men. Like, do we have to like?
I don't know.
100%.
Probably, yeah.
It's like probably like a bag each.
Probably more.
One thing I want to ask you though, like, what made you get into like content creation and everything? And when did you get into it as well?
So first and foremost, like I'm like a presenter, so that's how it's kind of like come off that as content creation kind of thing.
Like,
'cause I'm
even so, like from the beginning of the journey, how did you get into it from the beginning?
so my dad's a DJ. So when it comes to like music and stuff, my dad's a DJ. So I've always grown up around music. I don't remember learning how to DJ. Like I just remember being on vinyls.
Yeah.
And when I was like 5, 6, 7, I don't remember how to. I've always known how to DJ as far as I'm concerned. And then when I was like 12, 13, 14, so I grew up with my dad. I didn't grow up with my mum. So when I used to go to my mum's,
Big up pops.
yeah, big up pops, man. When I used to go to my mum's on the weekend, obviously I'd stay up late.
Yeah.
So on a Saturday, I used to watch Keith Lemon's show. Celebrity Juice.
Yeah, yeah.
And it used to be the replay from the Wednesday, and I used to see Holly Willoughby on it. She's a presenter on This Morning. And I was like, oh my God, I love this woman, Holly Willoughby. And she was obviously a presenter. And then from there, I just used to just want to be a presenter. And I've always been quite confident. Like when I was much younger, like my dad had a MacBook, like one of the old MacBooks, but it used to have the camera on it. So when I was younger, I would always like introduce myself and like talk in the camera and just I will show you like videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But I always used to like want to do stuff. I always used to be very hands-on and like, but I've always been that kind of creative sort. So I don't really know
So
where it's come from.
when did it turn into like a because a lot of people, when did it turn from like a hobby into work? Like,
Oh, so it was never a hobby. It was always work. So when it was always like, I still see my job as a hobby, but it's work. But when I lived with my dad till I was 16, and then when I was 16, I moved to my mum's house, and my mum said to me, "You don't have to go to university, but you have to go to college." And I didn't know what I wanted to do. And during like the 6 weeks holidays, my dad was like, why don't you go? So my dad used to be on a radio station called Kemet FM, which is in Nottingham. It's a radio station in Nottingham, and he used to drag me along with him when I was like 5, 6 like years old, when he used to present on the station. So all of the staff knew who I was from like young. So during the holidays, my dad was like, why don't you just knock on the door and just say like, I want some experience or whatever. And I was like, okay. So I did that, and then I loved it. And then when I went into college, I did forensic science. And my mum's a forensic scientist. She got a master's in that. So if I ever needed any help with the module, I couldn't just ask my mum like, oh, I need help. So that was a piece of piss. College was really easy for me, but I would always like skip classes and go to, because it was around the corner from radio, I would just go to radio all the time. I was always in and out of radio.
Okay, so it became like your hub, like your
yeah.
second home
And then in between that as well, when I was in college, I only was at college Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I used to catch the coach on a Wednesday after college to go to London and like network, and then come back on like the early hours Tuesday morning to get to college. So let's just say my coach was at like 3 a.m.
Network like where? Like where would you
like,
go?
I would, how old was I at the time? I wasn't even 18 at the time. I was like, I would say I was like 17. But I would like, I used to like be a writer for like grime blogs and stuff like that. So I would like contact people and like go to like venues and try and interview people and just stuff like that. Because my brother's girlfriend used to like, they used to live in London together and stuff like that. So I'd just stay with them. Yeah. So yeah, I'd just try and be anywhere and everywhere. Like I would just be that girl that's like everywhere and everywhere. I'm the complete opposite now, but
because when you're outside, people kind of like your face becomes more.
Yeah.
Like, so like even like for example, like if you see someone online and then you see them outside, you see them online, so you just kind of start to every time. Oh, I always know that face.
It's that girl that does the thing. Literally, so you just became from that girl that does things. It's like right, and now
it's definitely been a journey, because like I said, I started when I was 16. I'm now 24. Yeah. So it's like it's come a long way, but literally that's how it started. And then when I finished college, my mum was like, "Oh, you got to pay rent." And I said, huh? I was like, I'm going to London, mate. I was like, when she said that, she I don't know how much she was asking for, probably not much at the time. And then when she said that, I was like, no. If I'm paying rent here, I might as well move to London. And then I moved to London. I think I was 18 at the time, and I got my first flat share in North Finchley. That's when I permanently moved out of like when I wasn't going to my brother's girlfriend's house in Hounslow. But yeah, when I first got my first place, like flat share, it was in North Finchley. And yeah, that was the story.
Is there any advice you give to people that want to do what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm very cutthroat, so I could go on forever. But I think maybe when I'm a little bit, more into my career, I probably can talk about this a bit better. But you have to. What's the good advice? I feel like you have to have. You either have it or you don't. When it comes to this shit, you either have it or you don't. I'm very masculine. As much as like I'm very feminine, I have another side that no one really knows unless you're like my mum or my best friend or my
real
dad.
Nigga.
Like you will never see that side. You don't know what it takes to. Like I said, when I go to Ibiza, you don't know. Like you don't see what I'd be actually. Obviously, I don't do fuckeries, but like to get to that sounds mad. But to get to where I've got to, I've had to like put so many. I know that sounds wild. I've had to put so many sacrifices. I'm very, very disciplined, very, very disciplined, and I work fucking hard. And you have to want it more than you want to breathe at some point, because there's sometimes where you don't want to do it. But I truly believe like you either have it or you don't, and you have to be disciplined. You have to read. You have to want to do these things, and like. But like I said, you either have it or you don't.
Around you's got to have it.
Yeah.
Cause like someone like, for example, like if you see some duos or some groups, some niggas ain't got in that group. Yeah. But because there's like a good, strong 3 people in there who got it, people instantly fuck with you. Like even just off like the basis of like who's some people that you watch, like for example, like the Sidemen. Yeah. People always say it like there's a couple man in there who dry as hell. But look at them now. They're one of the biggest groups they are the biggest group in London, innit? Who do content. So it's just 100%.
Sidemen they're still clear. Beta will tell you Sidemen are clear still.
Sidemen are clear.
Bro, the budget, everything, not bro.
Never in life you can ever kind of downplay it.
Like, bro, one time I watched a Beta Squad video.
I'm talking about in
Chunks
life.
Himself has said, they said, would you rather be in the Sidemen or Beta Squad? I said, Chunks said, I would rather be in the Sidemen.
Their videos are like better than Simon videos.
They might be better, but I'm talking about in general. Beta Squad wouldn't even be a thing if them man didn't walk. Like,
all I'm saying is Beta Squad is better.
Now, big up Beta Squad though. Big up every content creator out there doing their thing. Seeing Bucky in the scene. Better make way. Man's gonna start thumping up some man. Seriously.
No, we just want a network. We don't want a thump up, man.
Nah,
We want a network, bro.
no.
Bro,
No.
big facts.
What you doing?
No.
Big facts.
Make way.
Trying to wrap it before we get there.
Where we for touching next in terms of America? Give us a state.
Yeah, so on Monday I'm going to LA, Chicago.
Us,
Then I
man,
have-
us, man, 'cause
Oh,
know
you guys.
You're going
Yeah, yeah,
everywhere.
Oh, right.
We need to plan.
Yeah.
Basically, we just got back from our second
You guys would
and
love
a half
Miami.
group holiday.
That
was on the
I know
list
I would.
still.
You guys would
I'm
love
out here in
But
Miami.
The girls out there,
She's talking. Wait.
Yeah, but that's-
What you
the
saying about
girls
the
out there
females?
are very like, how can I say? Do you know I
Hoes.
told you
That.
earlier how I'm like girls are can be. I'm really just a different
Yeah.
type of girl. There's difference in girls out there. So I don't think like this, but I'm assuming that what you see on the net and stuff, you have to have money out there. I don't know. I don't really go out.
Property in Miami's not on the list then. I ain't that guy. I'll be out here telling girls I'm a footballer.
I was watching something and someone said that like English guys are like less willing to spend money than American guys, but I just think English guys are smarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I just
don't-
think we
you don't
have
fall into the
our
trap.
heads screwed on a lot more than in America. Yeah, obviously the cost of living is. I think it's quite peak out there though, because them have to pay for the NHS. They have to pay for damn near everything.
But the
Imagine
guys
breaking
out
your
there
leg,
are
you
very
gotta pay for
full on. Like they're very
My
full
leg
on
back.
compared to the guys in the UK.
Oh yeah,
They're very more like wanting to like give and stuff.
Hey, baby, let me pay for your shoes.
we pay for
Let me
everything.
pay for your shoes and get nothing in return. Can I suck your toes? Please, for some shoes.
Buy your Birkin bag.
Please.
Yeah. Please. nigga.
Get fuck off.
But you know what? Yeah, we ain't met some of the girls they've met. Like, it could, like, you might,
Yeah,
you might
that's
have been,
crazy.
You might have, like live out in America and be. I see
Oh,
what.
hold on. I get why
I see
bro's
why
doing
niggas
it.
are moving mad. Like,
Wait.
hold on.
I'll pay for her nails.
Like even just going, like even when you go, like have you been to another city before?
Yeah.
Like out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of see the like there's always like a different vibe wherever you go. Like London has got its own vibe. Man's only been to a few.
Yeah,
but I've been
Brum.
to Nottingham's got a completely different vibe to
I
London.
Brum is the ghetto.
Brum.
Mane.
Yeah.
Manny.
Mane.
You know you're talking about Chicago and London, but Brum.
Brum's the Chicago of the UK.
Brum is like that still.
Brum's a
Like-
uni, bro. You walk out in Brum and you're in the uni. Like, I promise you, as soon as you come out of that train station.
Yeah, no, but
Uni.
when you go to different hoods like Aston, Winston Green, Handsworth, like it's fine still. Like yeah.
Honestly, yeah, so
Yeah.
I hadn't even been around them sides before, but
What? Yeah.
guess we're not going round then. Snow. We're gonna do a tour though. We're gonna come. I feel like we just need to get a tour bus one day
Yeah.
and just get a couple Airbnbs.
Can I get a sprinter?
Couple Airbnbs, some Hennessy.
And some more Hennessy.
Started to go with the Hennessy.
Yeah, some more Hennessy.
And
And
then,
some other stuff. And some other stuff to keep us going. Some Red Bull. Some Red Bull.
Some royal honey.
I don't know what it is.
heard of Royal Honey before?
Oh, what? Sorry,
Royal Honey.
is that an alcoholic drink?
Nah,
Might as
oh,
well.
might as well be.
Might as well be. Might as like if you ever. It's like a. I don't even.
It's calm.
Like, he's
Basically,
That's
my
off
brethren.
cam.
He's
That's,
the-
that's off cam.
He's the brand. He's the brand ambassador over there.
I know, hey, what? So,
You got to ask him. Tell us, explain
What
it.
is?
how can I it's honey in a little sachet.
It's an aphrodisiac. It's an aphrodisiac.
I don't know what that is either.
Oh.
I should know what that is because isn't that Brandy's song? I'm gonna TC.
Aph-
Oh wait,
I don't
No.
know.
fuck it, fuck out. No,
No.
what is that? I don't know what that is.
It's like it's for couples like that are
It's a sexual
that are together.
enhancement. Sponsor.
Oh, like Viagra.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
Oh
that's it.
shit! I
Sexual
should know what this.
stimulant.
Oh, you should cut this out. Oh no, I should. Should I know what that
No,
is?
it's fine.
No,
no,
no. It shows your innocence. It shows your innocence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so do you like normal people know what that honey?
I didn't. Oh, but
Not royal honey. No, that's anybody would.
Not a lot. Of
Not-
people.
yeah.
If you know, you know. But yeah.
Oh wait.
I haven't
so,
tried it personally. But
Oh, so
my
you're
friend
saying
tried
that
it.
you put like Hennessy and Viagra in a drink?
Yeah, people do that.
People
I've
do
heard,
that.
especially them Americans. Them please
We've
niggas.
seen the
Them please
niggas.
niggas.
Put Hennessy and honey, like
honey and Hennessy.
obviously, if you think about
The
it,
actual honey or the honey that you're?
The honey
that
that
they're
talking
talking
Oh, okay.
not honey, like.
Sorry, go on.
But like, yeah, they put it in. Apparently, it's a good time. Like I'm hearing,
Mm.
not a
Yeah.
wrong
Bun
words.
up, bun up.
Not a good time, but like some guys do it.
Basically, my
Like-
brethren done it, innit?
Right.
and he said like he was like standing for a while,
Yeah.
basically.
Why are we even explaining this?
I don't know why.
Probably,
How
probably,
did you get here?
probably
Yeah, boy. But yeah.
Obviously, you're off next. So by the time this comes out, you'll be in. Where will you be?
I'll be. When do you drop this? What days?
Where are you gonna drop it?
Why are you asking me for? I don't edit the videos. It's the editing
Alright.
team.
Yeah, no, but you're in close contact with the editing team.
When you okay, we're gonna drop this on.
Friday.
I'll be Chicago.
We don't know what day it is today.
Oh,
But
this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be in Ibiza.
Yeah, you'll be in Ibiza.
Yeah.
This Friday I'll be in Ibiza. Not.
Then that's good. So you should be in Ibiza. So yeah.
Is it too late to catch a flight? I'm joking.
I mean,
But yeah.
Could do
Some
one
man
day.
actually go
I could
back.
do one day.
I could do 2 nights easy for the weekend.
You know, the quick weekend in Ibiza, boys.
Come
you
back.
know?
How long you got left?
This is my last week.
Is it?
That's what I'm saying. We might as well pull up, boys. Who's on it?
Pull up for the visit.
No one. Fair enough.
I get a free bottle backstage. Well, not backstage.
You
I
get.
get to give you a tour.
Actually, yeah. Well, but no, we'll lock in one day and then again.
Yeah, hopefully next year if I'm back, I will. We'll definitely make it a holiday.
Go Miami.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Stop
yeah.
promising stuff.
No, we are.
I ain't promising that.
That's
I've got the
crazy.
list of clubs. We're ready, fam. Man, them save your money, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember the first time when I was in
It's
Miami.
funny, man.
There's a strip club. Basically, I obviously have strong views about certain things. So when I went to the strip club, it's Tootsie's. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Tootsie's in Miami. They do the best TOOSIE. They do the best chicken wings in there. But
What?
Chicken
Hold
wings in the strip
No,
club.
strip club.
yeah, I'll show you. Yeah.
Oh shit!
But they I started
Sounds
crying.
like my kind of place, bro.
It
You
was
said you started crying.
yeah, because I could
Oh.
not believe.
Wait, hold on.
There's dragons in there still.
There's-
No, they didn't make us start crying. Oh.
Oh no! It was like because it was the first strip club I've ever been to, and they were like fully like naked, and I could not believe my eyes. That like this is
Yeah, that's crazy.
this is what's going on. I could not believe it. I was like, oh my god! And then I said something rude to the waitress, not realizing that I was being rude. I said to her, like, do the strippers enjoy doing this? Because obviously, like.
She got a hustle.
Like, huh? And
Nah.
then she thought it was really rude. And then the people that I was with was like, oh my God, Khadejia, you can't say that. And I was like, oh my God, I need to get out of here. It was a whole thing. But now when I.
What, stripped down naked?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Chicken wings.
So you thought they was gonna have some
chicken
clothes on there,
No,
a little
it was
robe, a little
straight
bra.
in there.
What kind of wings are
I
they
mean,
got? Like,
personally, I wouldn't go
Yeah.
there though.
Oh, they got bare different flavors.
Yeah,
I'm going.
But
I
I go strip club now and it's fine. But yeah.
Even though at strip club in Ibiza, I didn't go.
I went
But
there.
the
Still.
maddest thing is, if somehow magically I wouldn't go there, but if I was in there, I'll be in there for the chicken wings.
But it's a waste
Man,
of
them
money though.
homies.
It really
Sitting
is.
down eating chicken wings.
Yeah,
Yeah, naked.
look at that.
I'd actually be in there for the
What?
chicken wings. It's like raw.
chicken wings and ass. That sounds like my kind of place, bro. I'll be real.
Titties.
Nah, the strip club in Ibiza was dead, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went in there.
Didn't they
still.
do that? I swear they have clothes on. I've never-
Huh? I went in there with Alex. Flipping.
See? Come on, bro.
Nah, you know it is. The man had a good offer still.
No, do you know what it was?
Free drink.
No, do you know what it was? I feel like it's more just for the experience.
Just an experience. It was so dead.
The fuck it is.
Only man in there still.
Clothed and that.
Basically.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. Now imagine man's bopped in there, yeah, got a drink, and then there's like a pole in the middle, but no one's doing anything yet. And then suddenly the music's come on, and then there's just some joint, doing some meaty dance, bro. Like, yeah, but it looks so weak, bro.
It's so
Like,
weak
it was
to the
so
point.
weak.
It's like
It's kind of embarrassing still.
Worse than the peep show and them.
It was up there still.
man's just firing out stuff.
It was up there still.
Firing.
No, we
out.
spoke about the peep show. No, it was on level with the peep
No,
show.
the peep show that was hilarious.
The peep show was
started shouting, saying, "Show me." These lot, imagine. But you've been down before. You've been to like the red light section.
Is that where peep shows where you watch people have sex, right?
No.
not this
So
one.
like,
Not
you
this
just,
one.
So like, you pay
Oh yeah, I have. I took my mum there with me. I was like, "Come on, mum." So I was in Amsterdam
Nah, hold,
for a
hold,
work.
hold on.
No. I was in Amsterdam for a work trip, and I took my mum with me because she likes to see me at work sometimes.
Okay.
And I was like, "Come, let's go." And then we put €2.
And
Is
then
it-
Yeah,
pops up.
yeah.
yeah, I was like, "This is so interesting."
And then these lot flipping because we're obviously like these lot are flipping shouting. What was you saying again?
It was.
It's show me. It was fucking.
Oh, so what? It's
Give me the-
live action.
It's right in front of you.
So what's it? It's like a glory hole that you look
Nah,
through.
bro. Imagine like it's a dome basically, yeah.
And you
go
walk
into like a cubicle.
small room.
You put the €2 in and the shark comes up.
Shut up. And there's
There's
just
a
a
spinning table.
spinning.
Yeah.
And
Just
she's
doing
just playing with
whatever.
herself.
But I can't like, we got violated with who we got, bro. We got flipping.
We got the
We got
the kitchen lady.
Yeah, we got the dinner lady.
We got the
bro.
dinner lady still.
We got. Yeah, we got.
Boy, it was peak still.
We got violated with who we got.
I think it's the time you went. It was high.
No, because you know what
It's
killed
crazy.
me? You know what killed me? Yeah, these man.
Dubs was shouting.
No, we
something.
walked in, yeah, obviously, where when you're super duper high, yeah, shit's not making sense.
No,
So
we
we've
went into
walked
the wank-
in, yeah.
I went
Man,
into the
them have gone
wanking
into the wank, the wank.
Ah, come on.
bank.
Why?
That's amazing.
That wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was Dubs. That was my, yeah. It was these men have gone into. These men have gone into the
Man's gone into
Probably home time.
Man's gone into a room, yeah.
But man, they didn't realise what it is. Like man, they were just in there.
Man just seen a box of tissues in the bin, and the TV screen and a chair.
Yeah,
I thought you know what man standing outside like, what is this? But like, yeah, no, Amsterdam, crazy movie.
Boy.
Yeah.
Amsterdam was
Definitely going
again
back to
still.
Amsterdam. Best place, bro. So fun still.
But yeah, man, that's been us.
Next time
still.
you go, let me know.
100%.
We'll go. I'll
You will.
join your little.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but damn.
We're lit. Let's we'll find some fun activities to do. Last time I suggested let's go to the water park like normal people. Man got laughed
Go
at.
to the water
I
park
got
in
laughed at.
Ibiza, though.
I'll
Come
come
on.
with you to walk.
In Ibiza, bro.
Yeah, anywhere, bro. Man, that's life
No,
experience.
you do that in like Mexico. You do that in like the
This
proper
nigga
places.
was eating ice cream at 12:30 on the strip. Of course he would. Of course he's on the extra.
I'm here for I'm here for some wholesome fun.
Fuck, I'm trying to get lit, bro. But yeah, fuck yeah. What is episode 90?
Yeah,
Shout out Khadejia for coming on.
yeah.
Welcome
Big up
to
yourself,
the
Khadejia.
Yeah. Make sure you lock in with all our socials. Everything
Yeah.
will be tagged and everything. Lock in with all our shows and whatnot. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send to your baby mum. Share to Alex. Let him know where we are and that. And yeah, that's us. Bow.
Look, I just met me a trees. Yeah, I keep it under the sheets. And I know she a freak. Look, that's why I never wanna leave. But I'm still trying to keep it G. Look, ballin' out, I make it free. She from the Bundesliga. I'm out on the route to the BCP. I don't need a girl.